Happiness comes so seldom. That has come to me. Happiness comes so seldom. That has come to me. But it comes to the end of my life. Jesus saved me now. Happiness comes so seldom. That has come to me. Happiness comes so seldom. That has come to me. Happiness comes so seldom. That has come to me. Running fast for the edge of my life. Jesus saved me now. Happiness comes so seldom. That has come to me. Happiness comes so seldom. That has come to me. Happiness comes so seldom. That has come to me. Running fast for the edge of my life. Jesus saved me now. Happiness comes so seldom. That has come to me. Happiness comes so seldom. That has come to me. Happiness comes so seldom. That has come to me. Running fast for the edge of my life. Jesus saved me now. Jesus saved me now. Happiness comes so seldom. That has come to me. Happiness comes so seldom. That has come to me. Happiness comes so seldom. That has come to me. Running fast for the edge of my life. Jesus saved me now. Happiness comes so seldom. That has come to me. Happiness comes so seldom. That has come to me. Happiness comes so seldom. That has come to me. Running fast for the edge of my life. Jesus saved me now. Happiness comes so seldom. That has come to me. Happiness comes so seldom. That has come to me. Happiness comes. That has come to me. Running fast for the edge of my life. Jesus saved me now. Running fast for the edge of my life. Jesus saved me now. Happiness comes so seldom. That has come to me. It is here in the Father's kingdom. It was there for me. You took me in, and you washed away my sins. You washed away my sins.
You ready? You're listening to the Real Pineapple Podcast Network. Hey, good evening, ladies, gentlemen, theys, and gays. This is the Real Pineapple. This is your humble host Hunter here. I hope you're well. I hope you're safe. Hope you had a good Monday. Um, yeah, as we're heading into what's it called? Thanksgiving. There you go, Thanksgiving season. Yeah, I hope you're all staying safe out there. But this won't be a long stream. I'm gonna go ahead and break down this Captain America trailer here because I've been wanting to do that. I'll end up doing a review for the Thunderbolts trailer. I'll probably do that later this week. I'm gonna have a guest or two on to review Agatha all along. So I'll probably go ahead and double over. Afternoon Tune, if you can get over to the West Coast for Thanksgiving, sure. We're doing what are we doing for Thanksgiving? We're doing like a nice roast, garlic mashed potatoes. Oh god, what else? Dinner roll, homemade salad, and then like apple pie. Yeah, so I can cook. Yeah, yeah. I make a great steak. Tomorrow, not tomorrow. I'm not cooking tomorrow. When's my next day to cook? Tuesday? No, Wednesday. Wednesday. Yeah. Yeah, I'm cooking Wednesday. I'm doing a Loco Moco on Wednesday. So, but yeah, got a little wine chilling. But before we dive in the trailer, just getting my to visit Soapbox Corner real quick, which is becoming a staple on the pod. I'm gonna change my lighting here. What do I have my light set up at right now? It says dreamlike. Yeah, let's change that. Let me see. Let's do. Wait, did that change? Sorry, I'm like looking at my lights. Did they? Oh, that changed. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do those real quick. Hang on. Really wasn't thinking about it, and just started looking at the lights. I was like, let's see. Oh God, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm not high. You're high. Let's see. I swear, I just had the thing that is one thing about these Govee lights. I wish you could sync them all so you could like control them all at once, but I have to go through like each set of lights to do it. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but buddy, I love you, but I don't want to pour water on you. So you can't see it, but my cat is currently stalking me. Buddy, come on, work with me here. All right. I think I'm almost. Hey, Katzen, come on, man. Stop biting me. I didn't do anything to you. So mean. Yeah, y'all cannot see it, but he literally just jumped on the chair. Jump up. Come on. Good. Good. You should come back over here and try to bite me. I'm going to pour water on you. So don't do that. There you go. Good boy. Oh my gosh, I'm losing the thread here. But yeah, so let's oh yeah, Soapbox Corner. Sorry, I was distracted by the cat and my lights. But what my big thing is I deleted Twitter like an hour ago. If you follow me on socials, you know I've been slowly making the transition over to Blue Sky. And I was like, you know what? I went on Twitter again just because I hadn't been on and maybe comment like regularly on probably in a week or two. And I was like, okay, well, let's just see what's going on. And I can already see that like the horrendousness is just being amplified since the election. So I just went, you know what? I'm over this. I was like, I'm over this. I don't want to deal with it anymore. So yeah, I went ahead and I deactivated my account tonight. It was kind of surreal because I had my Twitter for at least as long as I've been doing the podcast, so like almost like a decade. And so yeah, just kind of just hitting that deactivate button and seeing it all kind of go away. It was like, oh wow, that's like damn, that's some shit. But it was really I don't know. I'm loving being on Blue Sky right now. Blue Sky, the the block button actually works on there. The list function is really great. The feed function is really great. Elon is clearly concerned because now he's trying to like go like, oh, we're gonna have new features and da da da. And now people are over the shit, man. You literally have almost like all the money in the world, and you have not been able to improve that fucking platform. So maybe you just fucking suck at something else besides being a fucking parent. Maybe you're not as smart as the neckbeards that worship you claim you are. Maybe you just suck. Maybe you're just a shitty person. And at the end of the day, you can be a shitty person, but are you actually able to run the thing that you say you're able to? No, you can't. So I'm very happy that that Twitter is kind of melting down right now. And I'm really happy I'm seeing a lot of people that I just adore and admire making the jump over to Blue Sky and just being like, oh, okay, yeah, let's go. So yeah, if you are on Twitter and you're making the jump, let your boy know. But I'm really happy with the people I'm seeing make the jump and just who are clearly over it. But yeah, so with that said, let me go ahead. I'm going to show y'all the trailer, and then we will go ahead and talk about it. So let me see here. Is this muted? What the hell? Why can I hear this? Okay. Perfect. All right, y'all. Yeah, let me play this real quick. All right, let's see. All right, cool. So yeah, let me go ahead and let me show off the trailer first for Captain America Brave New World. Let's get it.
Is there anything you remember?
Sure.
Ask for me. You asked for me. Here I am.
You want to help me?
Is there anything you remember?
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, Thaddeus Ross.
Whatever this is, Cap, be careful.
What do we know?
There were 5 shooters. This was a coordinated terrorist attack, sir.
I was a wartime general. Now I'm a wartime president.
Your inner circle's been compromised. Let me fix it.
Watch yourself. You're not Steve Rogers.
You're right. I'm not.
Go.
Wait for it. We're on the brink of war. I can't trust anyone. Nothing about this feels right.
Captain America. You ever ask yourself, who's playing who?
Someone's been pulling the strings on everything.
You're under arrest?
I don't want a variable out there that I can't control.
Stop!
Captain America caught without his wings.
You'd like to play dress up and blindly execute the state's orders.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
What if this is a trap?
You don't even know what this is.
Since when were they red?
You want me? Come and get me!
Oh, let's go. Okay, so to go back through a few points here. So let me see here. Okay, so I love the way this trailer starts. When you think back to Captain America: Civil War, which obviously Anthony Mackie was a part of at the time. He was just Falcon at that time. But you think back to that, there's a whole sequence with Zemo, who eventually gets captured in Falcon and Winter Soldier. But the whole interrogation aspect, very sci-fi. We see Carl Lumbly there, Lumbly. There we go. There once again playing. Oh my gosh! Wow, it is late because I cannot remember. Oh my gosh! Not. Oh my god! I'm gonna have to look up this fucker's name. That is so sad. Did I mention I'm a little tired? Let me see. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna be so fucking mad. Isaiah Bradley. Jesus Christ, I should have known that. But we start off here with Isaiah Bradley. And of course, he's in prison garb, and everyone's kind of, you're like, why is he in prison garb? Because of this right here. And
Anything you remember.
And this is the part I love. So if you remember from the first trailer, I said this was going to be the new, Rusted Longing, the new Hydra trigger was going to be that. Was going to be that flashbulb. And if you notice there, again, the hand is green, signaling that's Tim Blake Nelson's the leader. So I'm very curious how, obviously he gets the tech. So there are a couple of routes they could go with this, because if you remember at the end of Captain America: The Winter Soldier, you remember that Black Widow went ahead and released all those Shield/Hydra files, and that's how Zemo was originally able to go ahead and get that diary with the trigger words to activate the Winter Soldier. My bet is that the movie is going to open up with some sort of Winter Soldier-esque opening, in terms of we get a flashback to them experimenting on Black soldiers, or experimenting just on Isaiah, to go ahead and implant the Hydra protocol in their brain. So I think that's how the movie's going to start. So you heard that here first. So that obviously is the trigger. And then I love that, like, that's great acting. It's just the blink where he's like, you can tell something has changed. Looks clean too in that suit. I'm so happy that Carl Lumbly is back in here. Like, I'm so happy for him. I love this dude. But
ladies and gentlemen,
you see
the
here
President of the United States,
we get the
Thaddeus Ross.
presentation of Thaddeus Ross. See how calmly he stands up and just chucks that dude. Like, god damn, just chucks the shit out of him. Hits the wall, and I love that snapback again. Like, this trailer is definitely better than the first one. I mean, we just get, I think we get more of a sense of the tone. I think that's really like the key difference here. So I'm really happy about that, because it feels very much in that Falcon Winter Soldier vein, but they might be turning the darkness up. And I'm not just talking about the cast, but they might be turning the darkness as far as the real world up. And kind of ironically, having the fact that this movie comes out in February, and that we have a man talking down to a person of color, saying that they're not as good as a white person, That hits a lot closer home than I would really like it to. God damn it, why didn't Kamala win? So you see here the assassination attempt, and very Winter Soldier-esque runs out through the Oval Office, breaks the fucking window. I love that shot. And what I'm curious about here is the sequence, and I mean that in the sense of, yes, exactly. Oh, Viper Fox, what's up, homie? Shout out to Viper Fox. If you're not following her on Twitch, you should be twitch.tv/ViperFox. She's the homie. Hey, howdy. And you're totally real. Shut up. Hope the moving is going well, by the way. But I love this shot right here because I'm wondering how intense the chase is going to be. Because you see by the amount of people that they have around him, clearly he's a threat. I mean, obviously he's a fucking threat. He was the actual first Captain America. But you see how everyone is actually staged. I wonder how long that sequence is going to be. I could see something very much in the ilk of the hallway chase in from Winter Soldier. That's very much, and I don't mean this even as a I don't even mean this as a negative. This feels like Captain America, the Winter Soldier, slash Falcon the Winter Soldier kind of hybrid. Like, but that's great because Captain America, despite what some people will tell you, Captain America has always been a political comic because it's fucking Captain America. So I'm excited that we're getting more into the brainwashing of black men. Again, that's horribly timely, but I love that we're getting more into that. I love that there is clearly this plot. I'll get to this one shot in a second because again, it's very eerie given what we're gonna be dealing with. But you see that
Whatever this is, Cap.
And I love the fact that right there, Isaiah calls him Cap. Like, because again, I've already seen the why Sam Wilson Captain America, it should be Bucky. Like, you know, we're gonna hear that shit as we get closer to this film, unfortunately. But when you talk about someone who's earned their shot to go ahead and star in a big budget film like this, yeah, fucking Anthony Mackie deserves that shit. But I love the fact that this trailer is really also talking to those neckbeards who are being assholes about it. You know, you're not Steve Rogers. And he's like, yeah, you're right. I'm not.
Be careful.
But I love Carl Lumbly. I love Isaiah telling him, like, dude, like something's up. And if you think back to when you think back to Falcon and Winter Soldier, you know, he told him, he's like, dude, there's more to this. You know, they will never let a black man be Captain America. I mean, there's a lot going on, and I'm very curious how we're going to get to that aspect, because from the first trailer, we know that Ross wants to make Captain America a permanent position with the government. So how's that going to work? How's that going to work with Rhodey? Because, you know, the Rhodey we thought that he was Sam was talking to in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, we found out that's a Skrull. So I'm very curious how they're going to kind of fill in those gaps as far as the military heroes are concerned. So let me go for a little bit here. I love
what do we know?
I love this shit. I love the split screen here. Very spy, very Patriots games. Like, I love the split screen they're doing. Let's see. What's Viper saying? A bit of a nitpick, but I hate how black counterparts to popular white characters always have that qualifier. Like, no, I'm not white hero, i.e. Miles Morales. I get what you're saying, but I think if it's not addressed, then you're gonna have people going like, "Oh, what are you trying to say? Like, we can't be proud and black." So I think it's one of those, like, it's kind of like gay rom-coms at this point, where I think so many people are like, "Oh, like they have to have the straight best friend or whatever." Like, I do think that I think people get sometimes caught up in tropes over the fact that the representation is there. And considering, you know, what Disney just pulled with that Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur episode, which leaked online, by the way. But I think considering where we could be heading with representation, we kind of need to be happy for what we're gonna get, unfortunately. And I know that's a little grim sounding, but yeah, exactly. And I think that's where we're at. I you know, the what I said on my last stream is, you know how you defeat the quote woke mob is you normalize shit. You go ahead and you put it into, you put things out there more. You have more LGBTQ heroes, you have more female heroes, you have more black heroes, you have more Asian heroes, et cetera, et cetera. Like I think you have to do that. But I appreciate this movie doing that because clearly, and Kevin Feige talked about it himself after the Falcon and Winter Soldier finale. He was like, I knew there were going to be people who are going to be assholes about this. So they are directly talking to those assholes, just like She-Hulk did. And I love the way She-Hulk handled that. Same way the Miss Marvel did, talking about having the government fucking bugging mosques, which was, and it's still a thing, by the way, people. So I actually like that. And I think that if you don't acknowledge the issue that I actually think you're kind of running from it. But I appreciate you bringing that up because I do like to actually talk about that.
There were 5 shooters. This was a coordinated terrorist.
So then that's the other thing too is, you got the characters that are saying there are 5 shooters. So was that coordinated with the Flash in terms of the leader? Like that's the leader's probably working with Giancarlo Esposito's character, which we'll get to here in a second.
Terrorist attack, sir.
But
I was war.
But then you see here, if you pause, it looks like that says more. So it looks like that says more for the one tombstone. I can't make out that far left one, but but they do allude to a funeral later on in this trailer, and they actually alluded to one in the last trailer in the last trailer.
General.
I love that line. I was a wartime general. Now I'm a wartime president, and yeah, I love that. So okay, sorry. Let's get back to what Viper's saying. I don't agree that's running from the issue. It's just getting credence to standpoints that don't deserve it. Let diverse characters exist and starve the neckbeards who won't be satisfied regardless. Here's the thing. I don't think you're going to be able to satisfy people anyway. I think there will always be, a criticism or critique on it. I'm just happy that I'm getting to see a lot of these heroes that I never thought I would see. And that's what I always come back to. Like, I know people hate on Brie. Okay, you know what, real quick. I was trying so hard not to rant tonight, but that's one thing about Brie Larson. Like, I know the Marvels didn't do well, which, by the way, people, is the first fucking movie off of the writer's strike. Why does no one bring that shit up? I'm sorry, Joker's not getting that fucking, people aren't giving Joker nearly the amount of shit that they gave the Marvels. And the Marvels is because, so it's not even anything that she did. Brie Larson said some real shit. She said that there needs to be more female and people of color representation on the press circuit and as far as reviewers. And she's 1,000% fucking correct. I'll tell you right now, I did an interview a couple weeks ago, and I can't remember if it's in the interview or it was off mic. It might have been off camera, but they even said, they're like, yeah, you're actually like the first black critic I've talked to on this press run, and I've been doing this run for like a week. And I was like, oh, that's fucking horrifying. So no, Brie was she gets the Anne Hathaway heat. And I don't get it. Like, you have these strong, gorgeous women who are saying some real shit. I'm halfway through The Substance, by the way. I haven't finished it yet. I'm finishing up tomorrow. I've been very tired today. But watching The Substance, I'm like, it's so frustrating because I know so many people are gonna just go like, what is this talking about? What does it mean? It's like, pardon me. But it's like, you put horrendous beauty standards on women. You don't let women age gracefully. And then on top of that, to piggyback off that, women are horrible about it to each other too. Like, have you heard the way that some women will just be like bitter towards each other and not live? That is how I knew Ted Lasso's writing was great. And it's sad that I have to praise her for this, where you have Keeley and Rebecca, the fact that they're two females in the show and they never like have some bitchy fight for each other. They're supporting each other. Yeah, they have conversations and yeah, they disagree, but it's never comes across as catty. You know what I mean? And that's so sad that you rarely see that. Like, you see so often the female relationship just get torn to shreds over a dude or a job or some bullshit. And it's like, oh my God, like, how do you expect, like, especially, girls growing up to be teenagers and going to becoming women, how do you expect people to get a fucking foothold? How do you expect people to feel good about themselves? And the substance, again, I'm only halfway through it. I can only imagine how this shit's going to end. I'm sure it won't be pleasant, but I'm watching this. I'm like, oh my God, there are so many people who are going to watch this the same way that they watch Black Klansman, the same way that they watch Promising Young Woman and go, what is it talking about? What's the theme? And I'm already just like, oh God. I promise you were not prepared. Oh Christ. That's alarming. Okay. But anyways, my rant aside,
Circle's been compromised.
so getting back to this,
Let me fix it.
Watch yourself.
I like that shot right there. The fact that Mackie pushes someone out of the way, that's not something that that Sam Wilson would have done pre-Shield. He wouldn't have done that. But that shows that we're no longer dealing with Sam that's like, oh God, can I be Captain America? At least not to the degree that we were in Falcon the Winter Soldier. We're dealing with a Captain America now that is confident in his position. And if you watch that finale, which by the way, I stand by the fact Falcon Winter Soldier, it is my favorite thing Marvel has done. I like it more than Endgame. I like it more than Infinity War. I like it more than Black Panther. Falcon and Winter Soldier is my favorite thing that Marvel has done. I fucking adore that show. I think it's a masterclass. But one of the themes about that show was Sam being not knowing if he deserved the shield. He clearly feels that he clearly feels like he deserves the shield now, which he does. He absolutely fucking does. He's gone through as much shit with Steve Rogers as fucking Bucky did. So yeah, but continuing.
You're not Steve Rogers.
And again, yeah, hear that, neckbeards? Yes, we know
Right.
he's not Steve Rogers.
not.
You know what's funny? I remember the same shit when Jane Foster became Thor. I still remember that. And I remember so many people, oh my God, how are they going to explain Jane Foster being worthy of the hammer? This is bullshit. Why Marvel's gone woke? And then it's one of the best runs of Thor that they've done in the last 20 years. It's the Jane Foster run of Thor. If you have not read it, highly recommend. It's fucking great. And then here, I love the new suit. I love the new fucking suit. I love the new wings. It looks like there's 2 red wings. I actually didn't notice that. That's pretty cool. But you notice how they're color coordinated too. There's red and the blue. That's great. Captain America. Yeah, I know. By the way, people, remember when woke was a word that Black people were using to talk about our race issues and people just stole it? Tends to be a pattern with us. But I love one thing that has always worked better with Captain America is when they go darker with the costumes. And I do like the I dig the costume we'll get to here in a second. But this looks better. It's not quite navy. It's not quite navy, but I like the blue there. It's almost like a not a navy blue, almost like a navy heather. Like I really like the way that looks. I love the fact the wings aren't white, like they're more of like a charcoal, kind of more of a silver. Yeah. Yeah. So my big thing with the shoulder pads didn't bother me. The thing that kind of bothered me was the neck strap on the first on the finale outfit, but that's comic accurate costumes. I can only be but so irritated about it. But the strap was the one thing that distracted me from it. It's still probably my favorite Captain America outfit up until the new ones that we're probably going to see. Nothing for me has looked even close to as bad as Captain America's costume in the first Avengers, which goddamn, that is some VR trooper level shit. That's just, I hate that costume so much. Even rewatching Avengers a couple months ago, I was just like, God damn it, this costume. Like, it's one of the things I just have to get past, but I hate that costume. Anyways, okay, so wait. Here. Keep going. Okay, so that right there. Oh my god, that fucking shot. Let's go. I love the bright white. Now that I'm thinking about it, what that prior costume could have been, that could be his version of like his stealth suit, because Sam does end up getting one of those in the comics. So there is a world where it's that version. Which I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind yes, I know. I just made a VR Troopers reference in 2024. You're welcome. Oh yeah, shit. We're less than a month away from Power Rangers. Let's Reader's Rewind, which I will be buying on Steam. And the day that comes out, Viper, I think that's when does Reader's Rewind come out? Let me see. What day is that? Reader's Rewind. That comes out. Mother Trucker. When is it out? Like I know it's December something. I think like December 10th. I feel like. Yeah, December 10th. Go me. So December 10th is that's a Tuesday. Okay. I mean, I'll probably be free. So Viper, if you're free on that Tuesday, let me know. Because I already pre-purchased the game for Steam on here. So yeah, I will have that. I'll be ready with bells on. But love that landing. Love the way that the helmet goes ahead and retracts. Very clearly, the Black Panther cleared the Wakandan tech is still being used, which that might be an upgrade, because actually now I think about it, he just had the strap before. But also, one thing from the comics is that Sam actually wears a mask for when he is flying. There's a point where he actually has this like almost like a gym trainer mask, and it's like metallic, and it covers his mouth, so he's able to go supersonic. So I love the fact that's in here, and I love the way that the helmet retracts. The boots look great. I love the contraster of the knee pads there, with the red and silver. Looks fucking.
Wait for it.
Looks clean. This shot here.
We're on the brink of war.
Love the split screen is in there. So I'm really happy that what's his name? Joe Torres? Joaquin Torres. Daniel Ramirez plays him. I'm really happy he's back. Because he's fucking wonderful. And if you remember at the end of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, after John Walker had torn off Falcon's wings at the time, Danny, he tried to go ahead and give him the suit back. Joaquin did. And he said, keep it. So that's how he becomes a new Falcon. Very clever way to go ahead and do it. Moving forward here, I can't tell if that's the new Falcon or not. It looks like him, because if you look at the God, I'm trying to pause it. Because if you notice though, the color scheme's different. It's like green there, you can see. So yeah, that's not Sam. So that's clearly the new Falcon suit. So you can get kind of a glimpse of it. Looks like you got some gold in there and the green. That would be comic accurate as well. So I'm excited to see how that's going to look in real time. And again, here we have this funeral. I'm really curious whose funeral this is. It's going to be interesting if it's going to be interesting to see if there is a funeral for Steve, because they haven't acknowledged Steve's death. Like they said, he's gone, but they haven't really come out and said he's dead. So I'm wondering if maybe that's an official funeral for him. I'm very curious what they're gonna do there. I don't think they're gonna kill Isaiah Bradley. If they do, I'd be fucking bummed. But I don't think they. Well, actually, fuck. There actually might be a reason why they kill. You know what? I'll get to that in a second. Oh, your move that got delayed. Oh, that sucks, homie. I'm sorry. Let's see. So yeah, maybe we can play that weekend then. But yeah, I'm curious who's funeral this is. Moving forward, there you got the 10 gun salute.
Right.
Captain America.
I love that voiceover, that Captain America. It sounds very ominous, and that's Tim Blake. That's Tim Blake Nelson's Samuel Stearns, aka the leader, talking there. This shot is one of my favorite shots in the whole trailer, and again, given what we're going through, is rather haunting. The Reset Ross, Reset America, and you see the newspaper clippings and stuff there. So I'm wondering, like, that's very Hydra-esque from Winter Soldier. You see the American flag like tattered there, again, horrifying. What you notice there in the top right there, how that looks very almost exactly like how Bucky's torture room looked like that Hydra was using. And then you see the red lighting there. So dealing with red gamma rays. So all the pieces are there. All the pieces are there.
You ever ask yourself,
and then seeing
who's playing?
And I love this, the who's playing who. Appreciate you, homie. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a good night.
Who?
And then just powering to the left here. This shot. Oh my god. Look, like, damn, come on. You cannot throw your shield and just throw missiles like that. What are you doing?
Someone's been put.
So again, I'm not sure who these characters are. I'm not sure why we're in Japan. I'm wondering if we end up in Japan there because we're setting up an X-Men, which I think we are, by the way, but I'll get to that in a moment. But I love this shot because these people are clearly going to be important. No idea who they are, but I'm curious to find out.
Pulling the strings on everything.
You're under arrest.
And then you see here, it looks like not just Mackie, not just Wilson's getting arrested, but looks like Joaquin Torres is getting arrested too. I love them taking the shield whenever they take Cap's shield. It always pisses me off.
I don't want a variable out there that I can't.
And then actually, I just noticed that. So that's interesting that there's a Cap status right there. That's very interesting that they have that like so regularly
That I can't control.
Then that right there, seeing someone just point blank just shoot someone, you're like, God damn. Here's a big key thing, and I mentioned this earlier in the last trailer review. The fact that there's clearly going to be an arms race for that adamantium, and you see the hand sticking out of the ocean there. It's going to be very interesting how they get into like the global aspects and the ramifications of that. I believe what's going to happen is that Japan will get some of the adamantium either legally or through illegal means, and I believe that Silver Samurai potentially is your mid-credit scene. You heard it here first.
America caught without his wings.
You'd like to play dress up
And
blindly
then
execute the state's orders.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
What if this is a trap?
love that Black Widow
Know
callback.
what this is.
And then I'm wondering what it is. Like, is it just stress? What is it that finally gets Ross return? And that shot, I love the way that
When were they read?
it's crazy how they do keep improving. Like, you get more Ruffalo looking Hulk in She-Hulk, but you can see like his face in Hulk. It's crazy how you can see Ford's face like in this. But here's the money shot for me. Hulk, let's get it. And I love throwing the car. very, very much out of the Incredible Hulk, and just cutting through that car with the vibranium wings. That is fucking badass. But Valentine's Day, y'all, that is out on Valentine's Day, so I'm excited to check that out and see how great the film is. But I'm hyped. I am fucking hyped. It's probably, I'd have to think about what else is coming out next year. It's probably my most anticipated year of film of the year. I mean, it's top 5 because I fucking love Captain America movies. So I'm stoked on this. But yeah, the lady and I, we will be there with bells on. We'll be seeing it that Thursday night. So that'll be like the 13th. But yeah, I'm hyped to check it out. So yeah, Brave New World on February 14th. I'm sure we'll probably get one more trailer, probably like mid-January, just kind of, push it home. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they're gonna go ahead and bring to this. But with that said, y'all, that's my trailer breakdown. If you notice anything, or if you have anything you want to discuss on trailer, leave in the comments. I look forward to hearing what y'all have to say. As far as streaming for the rest of the week, I'm going to go ahead and do a stream on Wednesday. Wednesday or Thursday, I'm still figuring out, but I'll be pardon me. I'll be reviewing Agatha All Along, and I'll have a breakdown for Thunderbolts trailer. And then Saturday, I'll be streaming as well. I'm going to review for Gladiator 1 and 2. And then, next week, I think next Wednesday, I'll probably review like a Peanuts cartoon for Thanksgiving. I mean, this feels fitting. So I'll probably go ahead and do that. And then next week, I'll have my review of the 12 Days of Real Christmas holiday reviews. So I'm excited to bring those to y'all, give you what the list is going to be. Yeah, so there's quite a few things coming down the pipeline. But yeah, I've got quite a few things that are up on the channel right now that you can go ahead and check out, including my my review for Red One, which I just went ahead and reviewed. That's up on the channel. My review for My Old Ass, I uploaded that yesterday. That's up on the channel right now. As I mentioned, my review for the indie film You and I, the indie dramedy starring Summer Shelton and friend of the show Clayne Crawford, that review is up on the channel right now, as well as an interview with the two of them. That's up on the channel as well as up on the YouTube if you want to check out the video version. I went ahead and did a review for this new indie film Heightened, and I went ahead and interviewed the star of the film, the writer and the director, and Sarah Friedman. She was awesome to talk to. That's up on the channel right now, as well as the video interview. And then I also went ahead and interviewed this incredible director named Zoe Eisenberg. Went ahead and interviewed her for this film Chaperone that she just went ahead and did. Very much in that Made December ilk, but a film that I actually liked more than Made December. So I definitely recommend checking that review out, checking that interview out, and that's actually up on the that's actually out on VOD right now, as well as Heightened and You and I. And then lastly, I went ahead and did an interview with this director S.E. King and this actress Daniel Joy Healy about their documentary Our Dad Danielle, about Danielle coming out as a trans woman a few years before she turned 60, and how that affected her, how that affected her family. Some really great stuff there and a really great conversation with them. So definitely check out that review and check out that interview, and the video is up on the channel right now as well. But thank you so much, y'all, for tuning in. Yeah, I will be back later this week, but stay safe out there. Take care of each other. Give someone a hug. Give someone a compliment. We could always use some more positivity out there. Find me on Blue Sky. I'm on there at realpineapple.bsky.social. But everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. And never forget, as always, to keep it real. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys later this week. Cheers.